What's instrument training like? Join me on this lesson and find out. Today I'm working on instrument approaches, and you can see I'm wearing special goggles that block my view outside the airplane. Here we're loading and reviewing an approach to Morgantown, West Virginia. One of the benefits of a glass cockpit is being able to do this right on the screen. I'm using the autopilot for now, and it makes the en route portion of the journey a lot easier. As air traffic control gives us instructions, we just program it into the plane. But it's not always this easy. I've spent a lot of time learning to hand fly the plane proficiently in instrument conditions, and we still practice that every lesson. Here we're going to use the ILS to land on runway 18 at Morgantown, West Virginia. Even though I can't see out the windows, the instruments are telling me where I need to position the plane to land safely. My instructor calls out, "You're clear," and I can take off the foggles and land the plane. Now we set up the flight plan for the next leg of the trip. And we have to check for non-standard departure procedures, which this airport actually has, so we're reviewing those for a safe takeoff. No autopilot on this leg. I'll be hand flying it the entire time. It's a good challenge, and it really adds to the workload. Here we spend some time reviewing the approach charts and the airport diagram on the MFD. You can do this in ForeFlight, but I like having it right in front of me. The hardest thing about instrument training for me is the increased workload. Each of the skills is manageable on its own, but doing them all at once, that's the real challenge. On this approach, we're going to practice what happens if you can't see the runway at the minimums. It's a missed approach, which is kinda like an IFR go-around, but with more rules. Anytime there's a quiet moment, my instructor tells me, think, what comes next? Staying ahead of the airplane is essential to good instrument flying. Our last approach here is a fun one. We get to do it at Pittsburgh International Airport. We're going to do another missed approach because I'm pretty sure they charge you money if you land there. You can kind of see the big airport there off to the right as we come in, which is more than I got to see with those foggles on. I'm at the point in my instrument training where it's starting to all make sense. I just need more practice. I'm learning an awful lot, and I'm enjoying it. I encourage any pilot to seek out instrument training.